Hey y'all, it's Lita Monet, and I'm here with Chef Geech, about to get into his mental health check-in. How you feeling?
Nervous.
Really? Don't be nervous. I should be nervous. I love your content.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna get into. I might have an intervention, so I don't know. Let's see.
Hey, it'll be a good one though.
Okay, for
Real
sure.
good. It's nothing too dark. Nothing too dark.
Okay, understood.
All right, but to break the ice, I do like to ask my guests, what would you rate your mental health right now? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Oh, right now,
Mhm.
uh, like a seven and a half.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the components of this 7.5?
313 day.
Okay. Okay.
313 day. If it wasn't for everything going on, and I just moved. Well, I didn't move back home
Mhm.
technically, but I was thinking about it, and this was like my test run. So I flew in like 3-4 days ago. It
Mhm.
just so happened to land on 313 day. So coming back home from California and just seeing just home still being home, it just make me just be like, dang, I should have just stayed in California, or I might still just stay in California. So
Like you ain't
that,
missing nothing.
yeah, I ain't missing nothing, but it still make me feel down though. It ain't like I can go back whenever I want. I am grateful for that, but it's like, dang, dog, like home just when home be home, and it just be like, dang.
Mhm.
So that's really, other than that, I'm usually at a 10. So, but yeah, this weekend been rough.
I hope it get better. I
Man,
hope it
it
do.
gotta get
But
better.
that's how I feel sometimes because I go back and forth to California because my cousins live out there, my best friends stay out there. So it's like
Uh-huh.
when I want to go out there, I'm out there longer than a week. So when it be
Yeah.
on that flight back here, I'd be like,
You don't ever want to
you
go.
know,
You can see yourself staying out there though.
yeah, I was supposed to move out there, but something happened, and I'm happy that it happened
Yeah.
because I wouldn't be getting my school paid for right now.
Hmm.
But it was just like I had everything lined up. Like my car was about to get shipped. I had my
Yeah.
job at one of these halfway homes for the homeless. Like
Mm.
everything was lined up, and then it was just like
It just wasn't in the
it didn't
plans.
go how I wanted it to. But it's okay. You know, a wildfire happened. I stayed home.
Hey, it's rough out there too. Everything got its pros and
But
cons for
you know,
sure.
I feel like I was way more inspired to do a lot when I was down there though. Every time
Yeah.
I go out there, it's always like I'm on go, content get out, like
Uh-huh.
meeting people. So I love that. So I definitely could
Yeah.
feel how you be like,
It's just so fast paced, and it's like it's just a different. It's on a level. It's just a just different level
mm-hmm.
for what we involved in, which is content and just media and everything, bro. So it's just amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a different
I
spectrum.
love Kelly.
Hmm.
Um, so we're gonna jump into the first topic, which is childhood trauma.
Oh.
What hopes or aspirations did you have when you was a kid?
Like, what's my dream? Like, what I want to be when I
Mm-hmm.
grew up or something? The first thing I wanted to be was a comedian. That was the very first thing I wanted to be, a comedian, and my mama was like, so that got shot down, and then I wanted to be of course, everybody wanted to hoop, go
Mm-hmm.
to NBA, stuff like that. So that was kind of a dream. But I ain't gonna lie, I was a realistic kid. I was like, I ain't going to pro. So then I wanted to rap. I wanted to rap, and then I wanted to be a chef. So the two things I ended up being was like, when I was a little kid, I wanted to do.
Uh huh.
So yeah, that was my dreams and aspirations. I wanted to be a comedian first, and then after that, it was pretty much I want to be a rapper or I want to be a chef. And
Okay.
yeah,
You can cook.
yeah, I went to school and everything. That's why my
Okay.
name
All
Chef G.
right.
That's where it comes from.
I mean, a lot of people just be having any kind
Yeah,
of
just
name.
throwing it on there,
The whole time they
Lieutenant,
just be
whoever.
okay. The whole time they be just making noodles. Like,
Yeah, that's a fact. No, yeah, I went to school with everything. Yeah.
okay. How was your relationship with your parents growing up?
It was cool. I was grateful to have both my parents in my life, my mom
Mm-hmm.
and my daddy in one house. It wasn't the greatest marriage, but they get through their stuff. They still do to this day, but I'm grateful for them. They did the best that they could. I look at their situation. I'm a real empath, so it's like I look at their situation, and I even as a kid, I just used to look at where they come from and what they grew up and had to deal with. I look at my
Mm-hmm.
grandmama and my granddaddy like, dang, y'all had to grow up with these people. These is who raised y'all. So
Yeah.
I don't take it too hard on them, but I had both parents in my house, and it was cool. Like my pops was real laid back. He'll let me do whatever for the most part. He don't really trip. My mama was, what I'm saying, one of the mamas they show on Instagram. She whipping that tail. cussing, yelling, screaming,
Mhm.
but so and that was it. And they some hard workers too. They work all day and night. They was always at work. So
Yeah. I appreciate having my parents in one home growing up.
yeah,
I think it was at that very end of high school is when they separated. So it was like
okay,
I had my childhood with them, so it's like I
right,
could see everything, and I don't know, I'm grateful for it. But when you have parents that get divorced, you kind of go into that biasy mindset of whichever
yeah.
parent you go with.
A word. I
Mhm.
was just about to ask you like how did it affect you? Because I know my mama, like when my mama talked to me about her childhood trauma, she don't even talk about it, but I trick her into talking about it, and
Mhm.
she always talk about her parents' divorce and how it hurt her. And she wasn't young, but she wasn't. I don't think she was. She was probably in ninth grade,
No,
eighth
okay.
grade, like right around there. So how did it affect
Um,
you though?
honestly, my parents' divorce didn't affect me. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think it was enough room for it to affect me.
yeah.
So, like,
Is it
and then
because
on
you saw
top of
it
that,
coming, or
no, I don't think I saw it coming. It was just like me in my head to just stay in the child's place.
yeah,
So it's just
they
like,
handled it in an adult way too? Okay,
like you
so
didn't.
yeah,
I didn't see too much of nothing. So it was like, all right, this is just the next thing. Like, okay, we don't live together now, but
yeah,
I still was talking to my dad. Like my dad never left my life.
right.
So I was just,
That was the
it
biased.
wasn't nothing. No, I mean when you live with one parent can be mad and they could talk about one parent in a certain way and it can kind of get to your head.
Yeah.
But that was one way how sometimes it would kind of affect me just hearing how one parent would talk about the other.
Mhm.
But I mean, you can't really let that get to you too much. And that was
Yeah.
my my seesaw of just decision making with a lot of things. Like
Right.
you
Letting
can't really
stuff.
believe how certain people emotions get to them
Yeah.
and rub off on you.
Did you realize that then, or you was letting it get to you, like like believing it, or like
Um, I would say it was like 50-50. Like it'll be certain times if I'm by myself and I'm thinking about it too much,
yeah,
then it would.
right,
But I mean, that was at the end of high school. I was getting ready to go to college
yeah,
anyway.
right.
But my boyfriend died, and it was like a
Dang.
moment where I remember my dad coming to my mom's house and like checking on me, and I was just like, y'all can't be that mad at each other. You over here. So it was like
Dang. Yeah,
all of that came like full circle.
that's
Like I
facts.
still have my
You
support
was
with
real
both.
self aware.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good though.
So like something like that I was realistic as a child.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact. That's a good. Hey, that's why you here doing this, cause
Mhm.
it's levels, and then you just kept progressing. That's dope. That's dope.
Mhm.
You in the right field. You in the
I
right
believe it
field.
too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
facts. Yeah, you were supposed to do this. That's dope.
We're gonna go into our next one, which is support systems.
Okay.
Do you feel like it's any gaps in your support system right now?
No,
That's
no.
good.
I got a strong support system. I have a big family,
Mhm.
so I got family like everywhere. So I'm in California right now. I got family out there, and they just whatever. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They there for me. My auntie there if I need her. My uncle there if I need him. Cousins, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's on both sides of the family too. My mama and my daddy. I got cousins on my daddy side too out there. And if I call them, you know what I'm saying, they got me. So
That's what's up.
anywhere I go on this earth, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I got a good and it ain't just with family too. It's with friends too. Like
Yeah.
my friends, like we've been day one since Sandbox for real. And we've been here still, you know what I'm saying? Still talk every day, talk shit every day, clown each other every day, and still got each other back every day. I was just talking to my mans the other day. We was in the car yesterday, and I was like, I need to borrow some money, give me some money. He said, damn, nigga. And we started playing, arguing. He like, my man's they wasn't even involved in it, get to talking shit. Damn, you want to borrow some money for that nigga? Yo, broke ass, woo woo. I'm like, shut up, nigga. Then he was like, y'all always borrow money. He like, bro, what's the most money you ever borrowed from that nigga? I said, I borrowed $10,000 from that nigga before. He said, nigga, what? He was like, you ain't never borrowed 10,000 from me. I was like, nah, but he got it. So he was like, you gave it back. I was like, yeah, I gave it back. But I just was thinking about it like, yeah, that's a support system now. You feel me? Like
Mhm.
I could call my mans and be like, let me get 10 real quick.
Yeah.
I'll give it back to you in a week or a month. And it's like I built that, you know what I'm saying? We built that. And then so it's just with family, friends, my support system is A1. Like I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? I,
Yeah.
I, I came out here because I guess I was supposed to move back from Cali and I ain't got nowhere to stay right now. I mean, I'm working on getting this house, but it's gonna be a process.
Yeah.
But right now, I ain't worried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got somewhere to stay, lay my head every day, eat every day,
That's a
whatever.
blessing.
So yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. I don't take it for granted. I literally always thank God for that. That's my biggest blessing.
Yeah.
My biggest blessing is that I got people that hold me down. I ain't never gotta worry about it. That's why it's so crazy that you was talking about the homeless, cause like I feed the homeless a lot out there in Cali, like all the time,
Mhm.
like, cause it started because one time I had a Super Bowl party
Yeah.
and ain't nobody come. I had just moved to Cali, my first week in Cali, and I made some new friends. I'm like, pull up on her Super Bowl party, and there ain't nobody come. And I'm like, dang, this before the recaps, cause I've been living in Cali for like 5 years,
Okay.
so ain't nobody come. I'm like, dang, and I cooked all this food. And I just went and was like, I'm gonna go to Skid Row, and I start giving it away, and I start crying. I'm like, dang, bro, because it just be what
It's terrible
it
over
what
there.
hurts me. That's why I brought it up about the support system. What hurts my soul is looking at these people and saying to myself, dog, you don't got nobody to call. Like you got to live on it. You ain't got nowhere to stay. Like
Mhm.
some, and it's not true for everybody, but that's how it make me feel. Like don't nobody care about you. Like that's how I feel looking at them. Like it's
Mhm.
nobody on this earth that care about you, bro. I got so many people that I can call, stay, ask for a meal.
Mhm.
Y'all don't got nobody. Like that's gonna bring me to tears, and I'm like, I gotta figure something out with them. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Last time I was out there, I had did a mental check in on some homeless man, but I had bought him food first. I was like, "You want some McDonald's?" He
yeah,
was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You want to just answer 2 questions?" He was like, "Okay." So that was cool. That I was in downtown LA though. I wasn't
uh,
near Skid Row or nothing like that. But I always tell myself like I want to go. I just want to go down there and just do them with like a bunch of people and
yeah.
just like have something to give them like while I do it too.
Yeah,
But
I put all that food up in containers and pulled up, popped that trunk. They came like bees
mhm,
swarming. I'm like, and I was so sad because I ran out and it was so many people left, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm like, and then that's when I was like, I gotta start coming every week. But I feel now that I'm glad I just brought that up and spoke it out loud because I
mhm.
haven't been in like I ain't gonna lie like almost a year, like 6 7 months. I ain't did it, so I need to do it when I get back for
It's a lady that go. I think she just left Skid Row. She just went to Las Vegas. It's a lady. She got like real long eyelashes. I
sure.
forgot her name, but I follow her.
Mhm.
And she got this like truck that she drive around all the time. She got candy, she
Mhm.
got food, and she just like she'd be posted for hours just
Mm.
giving them to homeless people. And her content, she getting like recognized by BET, stuff
Word.
like that. I'm gonna have to show you her page when we done, but
Yeah, do that, cause I need to.
she she good with it too.
Yeah, I
Like
need to get in contact with people that be on that for sure.
I forgot
Mm,
her backstory, but she started doing it, and she like it was one where she went viral. This is how I seen her, where she
mm,
was crying because it was one person that was still mad, even though she was helping,
mm,
and like getting mad and frustrated with her. And
mm-hmm.
she was like, "I come out here every day and I help y'all, and I'm coming out of pocket for this and this and that." And I was just like, "You really like can't help certain people with mental illness, but you got to know like it's not them. Like they can't help it.
Yeah,
Like they
facts.
really can't help it."
Yeah, man.
But you still be there and you still help. And that's why I like her because she do be getting cussed out a lot,
Yeah,
and
and
she
she
still
hold
be
up with the
posted
apology.
like, "All right, watch my truck, y'all." Like it's homeless people that work for her. When she pull up, she be like, "Oh yeah,
Word.
you can stand in here and you can pass the stuff out
Right.
and trust them." So I think that bring her community together too, because just making people feel like you care and that like you
Mm-hmm.
not belittling them,
Mm-hmm.
they like gravitate towards you way more.
Yeah, I be having trouble with cause like I said, I just told you this, but you ain't never seen that, cause I never recorded.
Hmm.
I be having trouble with that, cause everybody be telling me like, bro, you be out here feeding homeless every day. You don't never record it. That's good content. People need to see that. And my camera guy, who's like my brother, he be telling me I need to start like, cause I'm real private, and he like you need to start opening up to people and showing them your personal life. And like what you really need to show them is your like heart. You know, so you got a
Hmm.
big heart, so show them like the stuff you do. And I'm like, bro, I'm never putting a camera in a homeless man's face. You sound crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, but I see people, but I do see people do it, and I don't be thinking no way when they do it. But some people I do because I be feeling like it's ill intent. But I just be like, bro, I'm not about to broadcast this.
I
You know what
got
I'm
into an
saying?
argument with somebody that was doing it.
Yeah.
It was on the internet. That's the first time I crashed out on the internet because I don't usually do no arguing on Instagram. That's just pointless to me.
Yeah, facts.
But I had asked him because I he was like saying like he had resources for people. He was going around and recording them, but he made it like a comedy type of thing. Like they tell their life, but he just in the background like still not doing nothing for it. But the resources and stuff they can't use if they don't have a house.
Mm.
Like it's not like here you call this
Yeah,
number
some people
or
be
here go
doing.
here. And I asked him like, could I interview a girl that he had, because she was like, in my eyes, just based off what you showing, she getting better,
Yeah,
but she not, because when you turn the camera off, you giving her a break. You
yeah.
let her go do drugs.
That's how I feel when people be walking up to homeless people giving them money. Like I see people do content like that all the time. Here go $1,000. They be like just random like what you do?
Like, they don't have nowhere to
Here
really
go a
spend it.
thousand dollars. So what they could go get smacked? Like no, I don't got no money for every time they ask me. Like I be getting cussed out like that. I go in, I be like, you want some food? No, give me
Mm-hmm.
give me some dope. Like man, I got some food for you. You ain't got no money, but you got some food. I got some money. I ain't give
Mm-hmm.
you no money now. For what? So you go get smacked? Never. I give you a meal though.
Yeah, and I was like, I was, I don't even know if I offered to pay him, but he had asked for like this grandest amount, and I'm
Mhm.
like, she's a crackhead. You want
Yeah.
$1,000 for a crackhead? What you doing with it? Like, so I was just like, it's over. It's okay.
I
He ended up
wanna do
blocking me.
I wanna I wanna do something like where like I I do wanna do something where like I take a homeless person like completely out.
Mhm.
Like like fix them up, get them right, get their paperwork together. You got your social security, make sure you got all that. You know what I'm saying? Do some like training with them, like mental, speech, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and try to get them an interview, get them a job, and get them on the right track. Like I want to do a whole process with one homeless person, and then and show it.
Mhm.
But that's something that I would show on camera, like just because I want them to see that it's possible, like to
Yeah.
see the beginning and the end. Cause I'm big on like showing the whole journey, so I be trying to show people my journey, like even my walk with Christ. I be trying to show people like I ain't perfect right now. I just started my
Mhm.
walk, but I'm gonna get there, and I want you to see the beginning, so you can see like, oh dang, I seen when you started walking with Jesus. Look where you're now.
Yeah.
So
And that's why I like to watch the soft white underbelly interviews.
yeah,
I love his interviews. Like, he'll do follow ups.
I ain't hit
He out there in LA. It's
soft
Skid Row, Figueroa
underbelly.
Street.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Um,
check them out.
yeah, I gotta show you all this stuff. But
Yeah, you
I be
do.
into it.
Yeah, send me all of that.
But yeah, so he'll do like follow ups. It was one girl that kind of hurt my feelings though, cause like, she was a crackhead. She was
Yeah,
addicted for so long. She got better.
yeah,
He got the follow up with her clean. Like, speech was
word
better. Another follow up, she back at
on
square
that.
one.
Yeah,
And then I got a notification because I followed her Twitter too that she died.
damn.
So it was like, dang, we don't watch her
Her whole
recover,
recover and
relapse.
then go back
Yeah.
down.
So that was a
Damn.
good series that he did with her. Her name was Amanda. But I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah, that's
dang.
hard. Dang, I gotta do something like that for sure.
We're going to keep going. This mental health
Okay.
check in going good. Um, what qualities do you value most in relationships?
Intimate relationships or
Mm-hmm.
like
Dating.
dating? Qualities I value most. Now that I got a little bit more experience. Um what I've learned over my experience is that I value most a woman of God. I think that that's very important for me. That's one, and then I think two is empathy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that in this era, for sure, I think that a lot of women lack empathy, and I think that that is the core to feminine nature. So, like, if I don't got a woman that's empathetic, you feel me? Like, it's hard out here, especially for a man. It's hard out here for a woman too, but and because I'm an empath,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't have no woman that's like rough around the edges, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. So, I think that that is big for me too. What I if I can say like yeah, I think just the empath, the woman, a god, somebody who, I mean, yeah, just all the feminine characteristics, a nurturer, take care of you know what I'm saying, take care of home, take care of house, just a nurturer, and yeah, that's it. I don't really look for much in a woman. Polite,
Mm-hmm.
gentle, gentle for sure. I like a gentle woman. Like I don't like all the hard, aggressive Detroit. You
Detroit.
know what I'm saying? I like a soft woman. Like you want a soft life, come to me soft first. You know what I'm saying? So soft, gentle, caring, empathetic, woman of God for sure. That's like the main thing.
Okay.
I can think off the top of my head. I can go all day though, but that's the main
Okay. Some people don't be knowing. They just be
thing.
like, I like what I like. I'm like, okay,
Yeah. They
but you don't know what
wild.
you like.
No,
Uh, okay. Well, how do you look at it when people say relationships can bring down your mental health? What factors is it that's bringing down their mental health?
I think that people pour too much into a relationship. That's what it is. You pour too much into something that's not pouring back,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just to me. That's like the basis of it. It's like you giving too much to this relationship, and it ain't giving you nothing, and you ain't getting no return on your investment. You know what I'm saying? People go through that honeymoon phase or the toxicity, like that's the new thing, of course, that we go through in this era is the toxic relationship shit,
Mm-hmm.
and it come from having sex, and it come from that's where it mostly stem from, like having good things with somebody or going on trips, buying gifts, whatever, having great moments with somebody that don't really add up in the substance area,
Mm-hmm.
and then having bad situations with somebody that also don't add up in the substance area too. So it's like y'all just going back and forth, high dopamine, low dopamine, just dealing with shit that don't matter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Surface level shit, and then you going up and down and up and down and up and down all day, and then you create that toxicity, and it's addictive. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's just like drugs. You shoot up some drugs and make you feel good, and then it make you feel low, and then because it made you feel so low, you got to get high again. And
Yeah.
that's what relationships is. You getting on this constant high low and pouring too much into it until you, instead of just finding a content, people use content like it's a bad thing. It's not. Instead of finding a content space with somebody, I like what you do. I like what you do, and we pouring into each other. And then once I understand that this is what it is, and we are good, and it's not toxic. It's not nothing. I know who you really are. I accept you for who you really are. Now we can take it to the next step of me not being afraid, and I could be more vulnerable to pour into you as much
Yeah.
as I want to, because I know you got me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think it is. It's just people be, and that's my experience too. I ain't just saying that. When I say that, that's me. I'm in that boat. Like my last relationship was like that, just pouring too much and
Mm-hmm.
just not getting, feeling like I wasn't getting enough back. So yeah, I think people just be overdoing it.
Why do you feel like people get into overdoing things? Like, do you think it comes from wanting the validation or just wanting companionship?
Yeah, I think everybody lonely right now and want somebody, especially right now because we on social media all day.
Mm.
So you always comparing and looking at people's stuff, and then yeah, you comparing and looking at people's stuff, and you always just got these high expectations of somebody. So yeah, then you get to dating and you like, dang, I want, like, you subconsciously in your head like, I want that. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? It's like I want that. Like, dang, I really want that. So you find somebody, and it might be you see it in the beginning, and you get to, as soon as you see it, you just pouring into it. It'd be a lot of reasons though too. It don't just be that. It'd be some people get tricked and manipulated into situations like that,
Mm-hmm.
and niggas be pump faking, selling dreams to these females. Then they pouring all into it. They are pour. They I seen it all the tricks and gimmicks. I done seen niggas do it all for a female just so they could get them, and then they stop. But now this female just all in love,
Yeah.
and it's just so many different ways people do it. But you just gotta know yourself. I feel like you gotta
Mm-hmm.
know yourself. You gotta know God. That's why I feel like you gotta know God, but you gotta know yourself, and don't fall for the okie doke.
That's the biggest one.
Don't
Don't fall
fall
for
for
the
the
okie
okie
doke.
doke. What you think though? You be thinking like, what you think people be doing? Why you think people?
Overdo it.
Yeah, or do you think
Um,
that though? Like,
I mean, from a female standpoint, I definitely feel like we can get to overdoing it.
yeah,
Only because, like, when it comes down to like a routine, like if you falling for the okie doke, but it comes from the first part. Like, dude, come and grab your attention.
yeah,
Attention stays for X amount of months.
yeah,
So you're like, okay, cool. I only been talking to you this long, but you
yeah,
don't know that he probably talking to somebody else, or it could be switched. I'm probably talking to somebody else, and
yeah.
you invested in me.
Uh
But we gonna keep it on the female standpoint.
huh.
But I would think this is a routine type of thing. We seeing each other most likely maybe 2 times a week, maybe you feel
hmm
me. And now I'm thinking like, okay, next dude try to talk to me, I'm off limits. But we ain't even had that conversation yet.
Okay.
But you don't know my attachment style.
Yeah.
My attachment style is very either codependent, and you don't know that. Now you
Right.
in my face and I'm attached. I'm hooked to you like a
Yeah.
drug.
Uh-huh.
And I'm saying good night. I'm saying good morning. How you doing? Did you eat?
Yeah.
Bringing you food to work. I'm doing wifey stuff because my attachment style
Yeah.
is codependency. And when you
Mm.
leave me, I'm back anxious. I'm back anxious
Yeah.
again. It's just like, what did I do to you?
But do that got to okay, so this is what I'm about to kind of reverse too
Hmm.
after I ask this. But do that you feel like that got a lot to do with how people was raised?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when you don't, it can be the same thing if you had both parents in your house or you didn't have both parents,
Yeah.
but your parents are always at work. Now you're at home by yourself all the time. You're
Yeah.
looking for somebody to give you attention.
Yeah.
This man gave you all the attention,
Yeah.
all the bags, paying for your hair, telling you
Uh-huh.
cute. You didn't get that growing up. You
Yeah.
didn't get the whole, oh, you don't need nobody. I got you. You don't have the support from your siblings
Yeah.
and family, so you go out searching for it.
Yeah.
And now you in this rabbit hole of doing this whole pattern over and over
So I
again.
say reverse because the reason I asked that is because if it deal with people childhood growing up for sure,
Mhm.
you should know more about this person's history
Yeah.
before you dive into it because then you will get a better understanding of what their needs are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And that
saying?
was me going back to you don't know my attachment style.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's what I was saying. And then I brought that up because when you was asking me like what am I looking for or what
The
characteristics,
qualities.
yeah, and I was like, dang, is that like other stuff? Because what I really wanted to say, and I could be wrong, and I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, but just from my experience, my next situation gotta have a mama and a daddy because I feel like what I've experienced, like I've been in, I don't know how, but I've been in multiple relationships that don't got neither, like back to back to back.
Mhm.
So what I've learned from dealing with them is like, you know what I'm saying, like they need a lot. And I can give a lot, but I can't give a lot and like it get overlooked because you ain't never had it. And that's why I
Mhm.
feel like because you never had it or experienced it, you're not cherishing it because you're so used to being codependent. I'm straight. I'm
Mhm.
self dependent. I don't really need nobody for nothing. But I do and love what I'm seeing because I never experienced it.
Yeah.
But it also get overshadowed, overlooked, unappreciated because it's like I ain't used to it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being, you
Mm.
would think it would get appreciated because it's like I never had this, but it really be like I really don't. I really don't appreciate it. But at the same time, you need it. I 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 never had this before. I need it. I need it. But it get unappreciated so much. I'm like, dang. But I'm guessing it's because you've been self dependent all life. So I'm like, dang, I need somebody that got what I got. That had both parents in the house because you're empathetic like I am.
Yeah. I won't even say 50-50. I feel like that's a good point to bring up. It is because a lot of people have to be guarded because then it's like if you have that conversation with them, they might get defensive and be like, "So what you trying to say?"
Right.
You know. So it's like you don't want to drain yourself from trying to build this person up to get to that norm. Like this
Yeah.
is what you're supposed to
Yeah.
have.
You're
Like this
supposed to
is
have the whole life.
you feel me? Like this is what you should be open about talking about. But instead, you over there guarded, bringing
Yeah.
up past stuff, bringing up your parents and all this other stuff that you feel like is cool. Because when you grow up in chaos, you think that's love.
Man.
When you grow, that's the biggest thing that I say
Yeah.
to everybody. When you grow up in chaos, that's your normal.
Yeah.
When you meet somebody else that's kind of like, oh, that's kind of odd.
Uh-huh.
Now you think I'm judging you, but
Right.
that's odd. Somebody didn't tell you that. That's odd.
Yeah.
So honestly, me growing up, I would definitely say that I need somebody that's like me,
Yeah.
because it's not even me judging you. It's just me knowing like I could anything is laying on you right now.
Yeah.
If I bring you in a room full of important people and then you doing something like out the ordinary, they gonna look at me because you representing me.
Exactly.
So it's like,
So you do agree with it or you don't?
I
You
agree
said,
with it.
oh, okay. I was just because I thought you were saying like older, you probably would have agreed with it, but now it's like,
Younger me definitely didn't agree with it. I was always in my head like, oh, opposites attract. They
yeah,
attract because
that's what I've
it's
been thinking.
temptation.
That's what I thought.
It's definitely temptation when opposites attract because now you're getting that dopamine to
That's what
like,
I was just about to say. That's
uh
the recipe for that toxicity.
huh.
Honestly, like yeah, opposites for sure. Yeah,
But then it's like,
they,
dang, I look. I don't. I used to think like I look stuck up or I look some type of way because I'm up here in my head. I
uh-huh,
got my degree. I got this. I got that.
yeah,
I don't want to deal with somebody from Detroit that still
right,
got daddy issues, mommy issues, and don't trust
yeah,
nobody
bro,
and will slime me out for money. Like I don't want to be
yeah,
around that.
right,
But then I look too uppity when I say, oh well, he need a degree. He needs something. He needs to be looking towards something.
right.
So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, it go in this full circle.
Finding that content, like I said,
Mhm.
that moment of like, because we never gonna get what we absolutely want, but you gotta find that one that's just like, I'm content with where you at. I know your history. I know who I'm dealing with, what your needs are, what my needs are. We've expressed. That's another thing people don't communicate enough. Let's talk. I'm
Mhm.
talking about first date, second date. What do you need? You know what I'm saying? What are your triggers? What are your, you know what I'm saying? Them real deep, not surface level conversations like immediately. So I know what I'm dealing with before I get my feelings involved. You know what I'm saying? And I will say just my problem too, because I don't want to just put it all on the women I've dated. Like they got issues, mama daddy issues. I have mama daddy issues too, even though I have a mama and daddy in my life, but it wasn't easy. But also because of how I was raised, it's not healthy. What I've learned is it's not even healthy for me to be the person I am, which is pouring so much into you.
Mhm.
Because I learned that from my mom and my daddy. My mom and my daddy dropped everything for everybody and do everything. And I picked that habit up. So it's like I find my value in being able to do something for you. Like I don't feel valuable unless I'm doing something for
Mhm.
somebody. And that's not healthy. You know what
Now
I'm
that's
saying?
what puts you right back in that rabbit hole of feeling like, oh, you're not even reciprocating, you don't appreciate me. And then you
Yeah.
start going down that whole, well, now I need to change how I am. And you
Right.
shouldn't change how you are because somebody else not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
find somebody that actually value you,
Yeah.
and don't go and get the whole blue ribbon on the car first date type of
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
Like,
Right. Right.
go get some $12 flowers from Kroger and call it a day.
And appreciate them, and then we'll work up to that car.
But that's a whole different conversation though, because then it
Yeah.
go into the whole, so it go back to social media. Well,
Yeah.
how come you bought me $12 roses when Detroit Flower
I
Co three
can't do
hundred and they
that.
got glitter and money on the roses? Like, you don't,
That's
we're
the
not even
biggest way to
up there
lose
yet.
me. I'm letting you know right now.
That's
That
not
right
even where we
there,
at right
because
now.
I do the Detroit Flower cover. If you don't appreciate them Krogers, baby, you could delete my number. That's the quickest way to get rid of me. Now
Hey.
I say the girls that I had wasn't like that. They was never superficial or materialistic, but they definitely just even just I felt like
Hmm.
wasn't appreciated.
It just be people and they like your friends. If your friends getting fluid out so much, and then you just over there like, well, we went to Culver's. I might be okay with that. My
Yeah.
friends not okay with that, so they talking to me like, well, make sure you're not doing this. Like, they just full of it.
Yeah.
But that go down to social media. But
That's
I'm
a
gonna let it
fact.
rest.
That's a
I'm
same.
let it rest.
Same.
Well, we gonna keep going. How do you feel like you can improve your friendships?
How can I improve my friendships?
Mhm.
Um, dang. I wish they was here to answer that. I feel like I could communicate more,
Mhm.
but I think that's light. Like I feel like everybody could do that. I feel like I communicate more. Cause I was just talking to my homie the other day. Like a lot of people that's my friends, I work with them too. Shout out to Dre. That's his shirt. But
Mhm.
I work with a lot of my friends. So I called my homie the other day. I was like, bro, I need you. I'm coming to the D. He shoot, and I'm like, I need you to get some BTS. He's like, all right, bet. And then he didn't say it. I just peeped it. I was like, I haven't talked to you in a little second.
Mhm.
It's my man's though, like my brother. I'm like, I just call you because I need some. And he like, yeah, but I don't take it that way because you're not that type of person. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
He like, you just literally, he like, you just a worker, bro. You work all day, so you don't be on the phone just having conversations. And I was like, yeah, but I need to. Like, when did I stop just doing that? You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, you on a mission right now. He like, don't
Mhm.
nobody taking no type of way. He like, bro, everybody. He like, literally, anybody you call, we all know you need something. He was like, but it's not like we looking like here he go need something.
Yeah.
We know that you on a mission, and we know you about your business right now. Like you don't just be sitting on phone talking to nobody. I'm like, yeah. So I guess I could just communicate better, like just
Yeah.
checking on people mental health. I do a little mental health check every now and then. I will do that. I'm good with that, but I could do better. Like mental health check. Like
Okay.
so.
I always tell myself I need to be less distant from my friends, because when I am in my little mission mode, and
Yeah,
especially right now because I'm trying to transition into my master's program,
yeah.
so like during that process of me going to do my interviews, trying to get school paid for, which I did. I got my housing paid for and I got my tuition covered, so now I'm
Okay.
back texting people.
Eee.
But it was like a moment where it was just like, dang, everything kind of crumbling right now. So I wouldn't talk to nobody. And then
Yeah,
when I did talk to him, it was the, hey, do you think you can contact this person for me? It was like that.
yeah.
And then trying to start up my journaling stuff while trying to be back in school and working a job, it was always like, I'm not coming outside.
Word.
So I
Yeah.
can't.
So
So
yeah,
definitely working on me being distant and just being harsh because I feel like I learned a lot of lessons in life by now. So
yeah.
when my friends doing dumb stuff, I just be
Uh-huh.
like, "Are you serious?" Instead of like talking to them how I wish somebody would have talked to me.
How is your group of friends big?
Mm-mm.
Small, you got a small group of friends.
I
Most
got three
girls do. It's
friends.
like this little small group. But the thing with girls, y'all be like, how long y'all been friends? That three.
My best friend, we've been friends since fourth
Is
grade.
y'all all cool? Y'all a collective, or is just you got
Different
different
friends.
relations? That should be crazy. Females should be crazy,
It's
dog.
different, but it's because I've been in different environments. So I got my college group, I got my
Yeah.
childhood group, and then I
Uh-huh.
got people we just hang out.
Yeah.
So it's like I categorize it. I don't mean to, but
It just
it
happened that
happened.
way.
But my college group, we've been friends since freshman year. We still check in with each other. We do Friendsmas, we do Thanksgiving, friend like this
Mm.
stuff like that. My best friend, that's the only one I've had since like real child that we continuously see each other
Mm-hmm.
fourth grade. And then I got another one from sixth grade, but she married and she bought a house, so she just be dealing with the family side. So I just be like,
Yeah.
call me when it's something.
Right.
So
What about guy friends? You ain't got no guy friends?
I got two guy best friends, but once they in relationships, it's like
They do it or you do it or both.
it's kind of a both type of thing. Cause
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of can get them in trouble because I'm used to being the one like, guess what they just did, but I get off of work late, so I probably
Uh-huh.
text them late. So I'd be
Yeah.
like, let me just, it's cool. Just call me
Wait.
when you
You
can.
cool with they significant others? No.
Mm-mm. I don't even meet, because honestly, I'm not cool with them because I don't know how long they're gonna last. And then second, I'm not like too close to getting close to new people because I don't trust people. So
Mm.
I don't know. It just depends on if they bring them around me more. But more than likely, I don't really see them too much.
Yeah.
One of my guy best friends don't even like dating for real, so he just be in work mode. He do them car drivers imports and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
So he do that, and the other one, I don't know how long they gonna last. So it just be like, okay.
That's
But I know I
crazy.
can, but I feel like since I'm pretty and stuff like that, it probably will
Uh-huh.
cause them trouble if
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I kind of just lay back and see how they panel.
Yeah, I got a lot of girl best friends. Not a lot. I got three for real. I got some other ones that's like they all dang near in a circle though.
Oh yeah,
But
nah.
like we all grew up together. So like I got three of them that is like my best friends. And then they got friends that's like I'm still super close with. They're not my best friends, but I'm super
Mhm.
close with. But I think that pretty much all of they significant others have been like when they see me, they be like, oh yeah,
It's
that's.
just intimidate
I
them.
end up having, and I'm a people person, so like I
Mhm.
see people, and I'm like I just seen one of their exes in the club last night, and seen him, and he's like, "What's up, bro?" I was like, "What's up?" Like, cause they know, like I don't know, they at first it's always I got a boy best friend, and they be like,
Mm.
which I understand because I've done it,
Uh huh.
and they like, and then as soon as they meet me, they be like, "Oh no, that's your best friend for sure." Like, yeah,
Mhm.
that's just what it is, and he's
Yep.
just a cool dude, and then we be cool.
That's basic. I mean, one of them, not two of my best friend girlfriends, they got it real quick with me. Like they'll invite me out if they go into like the fairs and stuff on their dates and just be like,
Uh-huh.
bring your boo or whatever. Like just do something. I just be like, I ain't got one. All right, I'll bring my cousin. I'd be like, all right, bet. So, but it was only one time where I didn't mess up their little thing, but she just got too mad. Like he posted me on my birthday and was like, "What's up, best friend?"
I got in trouble
And
for
it was my
that.
graduation picture. So he was like, on the side, like hugging like that. She was like, "Why you hugging her then?" Like, and it was just like you
Uh,
just don't you insecure with yourself.
I got in trouble for that. I got in trouble for posting her on my. I got in trouble by my girl posting my best friend on my on her birthday because it's just I was just doing too much. Like my sister even said it. She was like, "I ain't gonna. I look like y'all together the way you just posted her." I'm like, "That's my best." She's like, "I know,
You was
but
posting.
I was posting for that's my
Yeah,
dog though." But I was
two, and that's
posting.
it.
But what made it worse was I had did it the year before and got an earful, and then the second year I did it the following because the thing about it is if I don't do it, she that type of best friend. If I don't do it, she gonna kill me.
Oh.
Like, why you ain't posting on your birthday? Like, what's up? Like, and she wanna be like, is it the girl? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause she got me messed up. Like, we sandbox. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, I'll be like, dang. So the second year I did it, I did some sketchy stuff, and I never do nothing like that. Like, I felt so disappointed in myself. Like, I'm not a liar or
You put it
nothing.
in close friends.
Basically, you can say
Okay.
that.
All
I
right.
know you know how you can stop people from looking at your
Oh, you
stories.
restricted it. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Well,
So and then she seen like I'm like, and I messed up. And
sneaky.
did it
Just
on
sneaky.
Sweetest Day. Had the whole Sweetest Day terrible, terrible Sweetest Day. Just terrible.
It's okay though. We live and we
We
learn.
living. This
We
what we
live and we
here. We here to
learn.
learn and heal
Mhm.
from all of this.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you definitely topped him for sure because he posted me and then made a note. It was like, "Happy birthday, Lita," with all these like birthday cakes and stuff,
Uh,
and she was just like, "I was like, girl, you get spoiled every day. Why are you even mad?
one day. That's what I said.
One
I'm like, bro,
day."
it's one day.
So I was like,
You
it's
get
okay.
every
That's why I
day.
don't get too attached to none of them. Like, if you bring me over for your birthday, you having something at your house and she there, cool. Just know I'm not staying the whole time.
You don't get too attached to the significant other. Oh, right,
Mm,
yeah,
it ain't nothing. Hey, girl. Or if they want to call, it's been one time one girl called me and was like, "So how do you think?" And I was just like, "Don't put me in it, because I'm gonna hear about it
yeah.
anyways.
No, for sure.
Don't put me in it."
Hmm.
But we are finally at our last topic.
Okay, for sure.
We are
Dang, I
at
hate to see it.
forgiveness. I love forgiveness questions just because, like, I love reflection,
Yeah.
everything like that, and accountability.
Hmm.
But what is something you feel like you have to forgive yourself for?
Ooh, I thought this was about forgiving others.
Uh-uh.
Dang. Cause I
You
was
was
ready,
ready.
and my junk was ready. I'm like, I forgive everybody for everything they ever did. But dang, forgive myself for
Hmm.
what's one thing I feel like I have to forgive myself for? Dang, that's a great question.
Hmm.
I have to forgive myself for. I feel like when you ask that question, I gotta think about stuff that like I down myself about.
Hmm.
So stuff that I down myself on is like,
It could be bad decisions. It could be you downing yourself. It could be anything. Like, I get this reaction a lot, so I like to give examples. So with
mm,
me, I would forgive myself for being the overall distant family member.
mm-hmm,
To when it comes down to like events or Christmas and holidays, I'll go, but I'm
mm-hmm,
leaving quick.
mm,
I'll forgive myself for the downing part, having low self esteem and actually believing it.
mm-hmm,
And then I just forgive myself for like um believing people word. Like stuff like that to where it really made me feel some type of way.
Okay, so I think that I would forgive myself for I'm still lost. Hold on, but I'm about to get one though. I'm about to catch a good one.
Okay.
What I was just so pause, just hang with me for a second. Forgive myself for like I beat myself up a lot about how long I took to get to where I'm at.
Mm, that's a good one.
So I'm in tears about it. I'm always praying in tears about like I shoulda, coulda, woulda,
Mhm.
and I'm just always that. I still suffer from that for sure. So I forgive myself for that. Like just always just beat myself up about I could have been where I'm at right now. Just everywhere. My relationship with God, where I'm at musically, where I'm at mentally, spiritually. Like it was always there. The signs was always there. God always was there. I just could have been did it. I think about my walk with the Lord, like my mama a woman of God and she used to be trying to feed me the word. I used to be like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Like, when I get older, I'm gonna do it though. When I get older, like when I'm old, she's like, why you always say that when you get older? I'm like, bro, because I'm outside. Like, I'm in the streets every
Mhm.
day, 24/7. I'm in the sheets every day, 24/7. Like, I'm outside. Like, I'm thugging. I'm everything. Like, I'm not about to do that right now. I'm not even about to lie to God. Why would I play with him like that right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thugging right now. Like, but when I'm older, I'm not gonna be thugging no more. So I'm gonna do it. But I was thinking like 50s and stuff, like 40, 50
Mm.
years old, because that's when my mama did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, when I get my 40s and 50s, my mama was thugging my whole life till she hit her like 50s. When I hit my 40s and 50s, I'm gonna stop. And then now that I'm here, I'm like, why didn't you do this earlier, bro?
Yeah.
Like you so dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I gotta forgive myself. Like you could have been so further in life. like that single handedly, that walk single handedly changed everything. Like that's when I started turning up Instagram. That's when I started turning up in my relationships, just having more dignity about
Mhm.
myself, integrity about myself, confidence in myself. Like, I give all the glory to God. So it's like, bro, you could have been did that. Though. Like, you got introduced to the Lord young, not young,
Yeah.
young, but like in my teens. And it's
Mhm.
like, no excuse was, I ain't with that yet. Woo, and just being a hard head, you know what I'm saying? Knucklehead. So yeah, I gotta forgive myself for that. And that goes with everything, like even being in the streets, like knowing I like it wasn't no day as a youngin that I wasn't in the streets knowing I shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But I'm just there. Like because one, I wanna rap about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't lie in my raps. I want to rap
Mhm.
about it. That's one reason. I was just talking to my man the other day. I was telling some young kids that the other day, like, bro, I used to do stuff. I know y'all do it too. Y'all just don't admit it. I used to do stuff just to say I did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just being, but knowing better though. Like I
Mhm.
had friends that didn't know better,
And you've been new.
and I've been new,
Mhm.
and I'm still out there thugging with them. They
Yeah.
just didn't know. I knew though, and
Mhm.
still just doing it. So I just gotta forgive them. But that's what I beat myself up a lot about. Is like, bro, you been new. All of this stuff, you been
Yeah.
new, and you just never chose to do it. And now look, how you
That's a
did it.
great one. I ain't never got that response. Like
Yeah,
that's a really good one. Just
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. And what make it worse is sometimes I compare myself. So I see people that was like I grew up with that did
And
the
they
right.
passing you
They
a little bit.
passing me up, doing what
Mhm.
they doing. They married kids, millions of dollars, all
Yeah.
types of stuff, and I just be like, dang, dog, like I could have just chose the right path like them and been all right by now. And now I gotta in my 30s trying to
Mhm.
work my way
That's
back up.
the comparing to me to people. That's what I truly had to forgive myself for. Cause
Yeah,
my path like was never nobody else's path.
yeah,
And most of my friends do music. Most of my friends is in the scenes.
yeah,
So
fact.
it's like I've been in the music scene just because I'm behind the scenes. Like my
Uh-huh.
cousins used to do it.
Mm.
Everybody. I don't know if you know Tuck. He be with DJ
Yeah,
BJ. That's
that's
my
my dog.
cousin.
Yeah. Oh, word. Yeah,
hmm
that's the
So like just watching all my family like do great things, like
Yeah.
and be in the scene and be popping. It was
Mm.
just like, what can I do to be in those rooms? And it was like that was never where I should have been in the first place. Like I used to model, I
Mm-hmm.
used to just be at the parties with all of them and getting in young, getting in before 18. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh, this is the way of getting my community. Like this is
Yeah.
I'm popular. None of them
Uh-huh.
people be your friend. And I
Word.
had to learn that. So I had to forgive myself, like, of just comparing myself to other people's success
Mm-hmm.
because I was ignoring what I already accomplished.
Mm.
Like, I
Mm.
graduated college at 20. I'm
Yeah.
still outside with those people thinking I should be in those rooms.
Right.
But I didn't. I have a whole bachelor's degree while y'all out here with nothing.
But see, that's the crazy part about this though. Like, and it's so crazy. I had this conversation with people all the time. The people that I just was talking about,
hmm
I had this conversation with them, and they be like, "Bro, I would rather be doing what you doing. I would have rather took your path. I would
hmm
have rather even when you was thugging, I wanted to be out there thugging. You feel me? I
hmm
just ain't have it in me. But even when you rapping and doing what you doing, like I wish I was doing that. I'd be like, bro, you got a whole master's degree. You
You
got
see,
a.
it flip.
It's like I seen a meme about that where it was this girl walking. She got her body done. And she about to go on a trip, and then there was another girl walking with her husband and her kids, and she was like, "Dang, I wish I had that body and was about to get flued out." And she was like,
You don't even
"Dang, I
know what
wish I
they
had that
go through to
family
get all that
and that."
stuff.
It's just
But
crazy, yeah. So you got to appreciate what you got and where
hmm
you at in your journey, and
and I
that's
would
how you forgive
belittle
yourself.
I belittle every like little accomplishment I did just because it was like, girl, you supposed to do that in life anyways. Like
Yeah,
you ain't take no risk. You just went to school. You went straight to it. You play everything safe.
yeah.
And I would beat myself up about that
Word.
because my friends got Chanel's, my friends got Louis, and I'm just here like
Risk takers.
I'm not doing none of that. Like, and then it's
Yeah.
like when they want me to do it and they put me on game with certain things, I just be like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to jail. Like I ask questions like that before, like they think and just do stuff. So like
Mm.
anything, and I just be like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
gotta
how
think, be a
I'm
little bit more
grown. I
cautious.
grew up like that.
Mm.
So it's just like that. I belittle every little thing that I did. Like just graduating was the big thing where it was like I showcased it. Like I'm super proud of this. Like I'm only 20,
Mhm.
but I was at home like, what am I about to do with this?
Yeah.
And
I
then
like everybody
being
went to
in both
college.
rooms though,
Yeah.
I would never want to be in the scene. Now, like I know that now, I
Nah.
never
Yeah.
want to be over there only
Right.
because like nothing is genuine. And I
Yeah,
like doing this because this is genuine. Like me having
facts.
conversations, I never bring this up in a club.
Exactly.
But, it's like you remember things that actually matter. Like I don't remember most people I had shared a bottle with at the club, but I remember what I told you about my life, and I remember
Yeah.
the components of how sacred it is. Like me giving you my journal, me telling you my life story. I
Uh-huh.
might not talk to you in a few months, but I know it's gonna click when you see my face again.
Facts. Facts.
So I value those relationships because I feel like my network is my net worth.
That's a fact.
So
That's
I like
exactly
that
how
way
it
better.
is.
Like this is my path. Me
Yeah.
going to
You right
school,
where you supposed to be and did
yeah.
exactly what you were supposed to do.
So I definitely forgave myself for that. And I was trying to do everything under the sun to be in somebody's camera. Like, hey, music
Uh,
videos,
that's
everything.
crazy, especially coming from because I know it's different for females, so that is something that like y'all see and be like, at least you honest with it too. Like, yeah, I want to be out and seen and this and that,
Hmm.
and I like that y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all's is more like visual, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to stuff like that, and then mine's is like we a man, so it's like it ain't even how it look. It's just you secure,
Hmm.
you secure, bro. Like that's what it is. It's the security. Like, dang, he set, he set. It ain't how it look. I don't care about the bins or the millions of dollars. It's like the fact that you're set,
Hmm.
and I'm trying to figure it out still.
Yeah.
Like you played it right, you did, you followed the yellow brick road, and you set. And if I would have just been patient instead of trying to get it fast or trying to be on the scene, I would have been set too.
Hmm.
So it's like, dang,
So my best friend called me the other day. Well, I really called her, but she answered finally. And
God.
she had told me she passed her phlebotomy test.
Okay.
And I was like, girl, that's big. But she rep. So it's like she been trying to figure out what else she want to do other than rep.
Yeah.
And when she told me that, I was like, girl, you need to celebrate that. Like you went
Hmm.
to college before, but you didn't finish it. But you can be a phlebotomist everywhere. Like you're
Yeah.
not tied down to one thing. And if something, God forbid, you don't want to do this no more,
Hmm.
you set. Like you chose something as your plan B and be set.
Facts.
You about to get these connections, and I love connections because you don't know who can help you with what.
Absolutely.
So it's just like I like that. I
Yeah.
love that.
That's amazing. Yeah, that
But
was
they be
good.
trying to talk me though, like when it comes because I'm a college advisor too at the high school.
Oh
So they be
damn.
trying to come at me like, here she go. She about to try to say we
But
need to do something. I'm like, I ain't even here for all that. We about to drink some
jump in
dime.
her coaching bag.
But yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of things people need to forgive themselves about. They don't even recognize they need to do it.
Man,
Because
I
I
didn't
definitely didn't
recognize.
recognize that.
I didn't. I recognized it, but it's saying it out loud just is a lot different. Like the way that is an important question to ask, and I'm glad you asked that because I never even say to myself verbatim, like, or look in the mirror or pray and say, "Well, I
Hmm.
forgive you for." It's okay, dog. I still beat myself up about it. That's why. Like I'm gonna leave here and still beat myself up about it.
It don't
Like
happen overnight.
yeah, like
Hmm.
dang, bro, you still, so.
Yeah. I'll be doing groups because working at the psych ward too. I gotta host groups with them.
Oh
So
word.
my last group last night was reflection, and I was just like, what's the best quality about yourself? And nobody had an answer. Everybody in there
Mm.
was just like, I don't like myself. But it was one person that had just got in. He was new. He was like, I love everything about myself. And I was like, which part? He was like, I can't tell you every part. I love me. And I was like, I know
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
So I don't know. I like working there. But to wrap up this mental health check-in, what do you think is the worst thing or the hardest thing about letting go?
um, Nostalgia.
Hmm.
Um, when you got something that you just so used to. Because I think about my relationships when I think about it, especially my last one. Like that was my baby, and it's like we done for sure now. But you still have the moments when you like, dang, but it just be nostalgia. You just think about the good times and stuff like that, and it be hard to let go. And that's where anything like, even with like bad habits,
Hmm.
it's like the reason it's a bad habit is because it enticed you in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's arguing all the time or
Hmm.
always interrupting people when they talk, or ego, or eating bad habits, smoking, whatever. It's just like the nostalgia of it, the familiarity of it. It's like, dang, I don't want to let go of that and see what's on the other end. And it's just that's what it is. Just the people don't want to experience new.
Mhm.
they like what they already comfortable with. So I don't want to let it go. So, but when you let it go though, again, I'm gonna keep giving glory to God because it's like when you let stuff go and give it up to God and have faith, bro, it's always better on the other end. Every time.
Mhm.
Whatever you scared of, whatever door you scared to walk into, because you scared to walk out of this door, I promise you that door, it never fails, bro. Never, never, not one time. It never fails.
I know that's right.
Right? Everything ain't black and white. Everything is deeper than rap, dog. I'm trying to tell you.
Mhm.
So it's like, yeah, it's always better. It always work out, and then you end up with these testimonies that you get to tell the world. That's to me that's the most beautiful part of it. It's like, no, please believe. Let some stuff go. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. Like I said, I just came back home. I'm at my OG crib right now, trying to get rid of all that stuff she be hoarding. Like, man, get rid of this stuff.
Mhm.
I might use that. You ain't
You
used
not gonna
it
use
yet,
it.
and you ain't used it yet. Let it go. Let it go. Let's walk through that next stuff.
Mhm.
Nah, that's a fact, though. Dang, I really don't want this to end. That's crazy. I ain't never had an interview like that. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't want it to end. That was good.
Oh, that feels great.
Yeah, that was good. That was good for sure.
Well, y'all don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who you want to see next. Don't forget to go over to Amazon, go get you a note to self journal. Also,
Mhm.
go over to Barnes and Noble and go get you a note to self journal. And if you still got TikTok, TikTok shop. We everywhere.
Ah, that's what's up.
And also go support my man Chef Geech. He do a bunch of NFL recaps.
Yes,
He rap.
indeed.
He
Yeah.
might ghostwrite for you. Um, Feeding the homeless. We're gonna start getting
Yeah.
back into that. I also want to be included with that, so I
Okay,
want to
for
start
sure.
doing some
Yeah.
community work.
Yeah.
And just be on the lookout. Tap in.
Tap in. Nice to see you. I just want to say too, shout out my homies. Love y'all. I was mentioned y'all as my support system, but I want people to know out there, if you got get you some friends that ain't no haters, cause my
Okay.
friends ain't hated on me not one bit. They always love and support me. Shout all my videos out. So I love y'all boys.
All right.